I'm laughing because I already recorded this video, but forgot to hit record.
I'm so glad I didn't get to the end.
Only me. Only me.
Only me. Hey guys, it's your girl Tower Crush back with another review, and this time it is for Love Island USA. If you haven't already, please hit my subscribe button. Please, 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 baby, baby, please, 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 baby, baby, please, 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 baby, baby, please, 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 please. Please, baby, baby, please, 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 please. Oh, I'm sorry. I should probably cut that out. I'm always doing these things. I'm so sorry. But let me get right to it. This episode was enlightening. It wasn't very juicy, but it was pretty enlightening, wasn't it? So let's first get into these dances, this challenge. Was that challenge not sexy or not? I thought that challenge was like so sexy. The ladies came out there. What did they have? An angel. They had a devil. They had a nurse. They had some other stuff. Cowgirl. Yep, they had a cowgirl. And you know, it was one more. I can't remember what she was, but it seemed like she was maybe it was Nigel, maybe it was I don't know, but they did a good job. And those fellas was definitely sweating. But I tell you what, it was a couple of the guys that came out, and I was like, oh my God, he is just too fine. Whew. Okay, because Jeff is definitely still on the list because he's like 2 sandwiches away from having a dad bod. And I likes me a dad bod. I do. And I just like his moves. I mean, y'all saw how it was the motion in this ocean. Y'all seen that? I wasn't the only one. Shoot. No wonder Nigel's into him now. I just bet you are, honey. So his dance was very, very sexy. Also, I feel like Joe's dance. Ooh. Joe had me hot. I ain't even gonna hold you. Joe he might be the hottest left in the house. You know what I'm saying? He's hot. And when I say hot, I mean hot. He's handsome. He's intelligent. He's established. He's a conversationalist. I mean, I just really like him. I really like him for any of these ladies besides Zeta. I really do. And him. He's him for somebody. I don't know who, but for somebody. But I definitely wanted to walk back there with him. I ain't even gonna hold you. I wanted to jump his bones. Jump him, jump him, jump him, jump him, jump him, jump him, jump him. I did. I ain't gonna hold you. He was, And Timmy was very, very cute too. I liked him when he came out and did his little dance and, you know, did his thing with Zeta. And I just thought they was the freaking cutest. And I just walk away from that challenge knowing that the producers be lying. The guys did not win. I mean, yes, they had some sexy moments, but they didn't get down like the ladies got down. The only one of the ladies that was Debbie, and even she tried to make it cute. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say that the ladies won, and the judges are just like that. But I do feel like they lied on one of the contestants. And if y'all don't feel like this, y'all can say, Tyra, you tripping. But they said that Nigel's heart rate went up the most with Isaiah, which is very believable, right? But then they try to say that Jeff's went up the most with Mackenzie. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Because he don't even like her. He hasn't even mentioned that he liked her. And we all know that he's all the way into Naija. She is MMM, mommy meeting material. So there's no way he'd be looking at Mackenzie. I'm just saying. So I definitely don't agree with that. But I feel like they didn't think that Jeff could take another blow. And it would have been a blow if he was, still in, if she raised his the most and they had to say that Isaiah raised hers the most. I don't know if he'd have been able to deal with that blow. Even though they did say that hers was raised the most by Isaiah, I do believe that to be true. But I also don't believe her to still be into Isaiah like that. I just don't. I don't think it's him that she's into at all. And I just kind of feel like Phoebe kind of feeds the same lines to all the guys, doesn't she? She feels like every time she talks with one, she feels like, oh my God, I feel like we have such a strong connection. And if only we had more time, we'd be a lot stronger, Yeah. Only if we had more time. You said that to who? You said it to Chad? Chaz? Isaiah? Come on, man. Phoebe, you can't just be with everybody. You feel like you so perfect that you can be with any guy. No matter his background, no matter what, you feel like you are that good that you can cookie cut yourself into any guy's life. That is dangerous. That is unhealthy. That tells me you need to see a psychiatrist. I don't like it. And just trying her best to just, all over everybody, telling everybody the same thing. And let's just get into these shapes real quick because we've got a couple of squares rocking around the house. Top of the first square is Chad. And why is Chad at the top of the first square? Because he's got 3 love interests. He's got Courtney, he's got Mackenzie, and he's got Phoebe. Now, I think he's feeling Courtney and Phoebe the most, leaning more towards Courtney per him. So I think if he has the opportunity to choose before Joe can, he's going to choose Courtney. But if Joe picks first, he's got a square going on too. Guess which 3 girls? No, I want you to guess. Oh, okay, I'll tell you. Courtney, Mackenzie, and Phoebe. These girls are clawing at these men like it's nobody's business because we already know Isaiah's going to pick Sydney. We already know Timmy's going to pick Zeta, and we already know Jesse's going to pick Deb. These 3 girls are fighting for their lives for these last 2 men. And I mean, it's going to be what it's going to be, but I just wonder what the next man is going to look like when he comes in. And if Phoebe stays in the house, will she be throwing herself at him as well? Always trying to solidify her place in the house. And I just feel like these guys really need to talk to each other. The way women compare notes, y'all need to be comparing notes on Phoebe. Y'all don't understand how she's telling y'all all the same thing, which tells me she's only in there to win. She's not in there to find love. She's in there to win, and that is it. And always constantly, consistently telling people that she's a good catch and that she's not second choice material. I mean, I'm not that girl, I'm just not that girl. I'm not. Yeah. Because if you wasn't, you'd be chose by now, wouldn't you? Mm-hmm. So, I'm done on Phoebe. So let me finish off these. I mean, in Chad and Courtney, I feel like they do have a strong connection. And even he said the same thing, that their connection is stronger than his connection with Phoebe or Mackenzie. But we don't know who's going to go first. Okay, I feel like with Phoebe that they do have a connection. I just feel like it may not be strong enough for him to try losing his connection with Courtney. I'm happy that he's thinking about, his best decision. But I do feel like right now that Courtney is probably his best decision because she is the first one that kept him. She chose him out of all the guys. And I feel like she's being genuine with him. And I feel like they've broken each other's walls down a bit, and it would suck if they had to give that up, And right now, Joe, because Courtney doesn't feel secure in her relationship with Chad, she reached out to Joel, and she's basically letting him know that she'd be interested in giving him, more of a chance. And I just have a feeling they're going to have Joe pick first. I have a feeling they are going to have Joe pick first. And if he picks first, I have a strange feeling he's going to pick Courtney. Unless he has an opportunity to talk with Chad and the guys can like kind of exchange notes and see where each other is and move from there. But if they keep them separated when they have these kind of squares going on, then it would make sense why he wouldn't, why he might pick Courtney. But I do believe that Chad is going to pick Courtney if he has the opportunity to pick her first. That is, everything points to that. And so I'm not going to be surprised at all at that. Now, Joel, it seems like he has a stronger connection with both. He has a strong connection with both Courtney and Phoebe. I don't feel like either of these guys has a strong connection with Mackenzie. I don't know why that is. I feel like maybe there could be something with her and Chad, but I don't feel that at all with her and Joel. I don't feel like she's his type at all. And I feel like he's more so leaning towards Courtney and Phoebe. So I think it's going to be a fight for them two. I could be wrong, but I feel like, honestly, wait a minute. I feel like Chad's strongest connections are Courtney and Mackenzie. And Joe's strongest connections are Courtney and Phoebe. And that's all I feel. And we're just going to have to see how it works. I don't like the way Phoebe is moving. I would never like a girl throwing herself at a man like that, ever, not one time. But I don't know that she's in it for that anyway, so I guess it makes sense to her. And if it makes sense to her, hey, who am I to say? She likes it, guess what I do? I love it, okay? So don't call me a hater. I'm just saying she needs to slow her freaking roll and let something come to her for a change instead of her always clawing at the next one, at the next kill. Girl, sit down. Let somebody come and talk to you. Can somebody pull you for a check instead of you always pulling them? She is so aggressive. But I say I'll spare in love and war. I mean, that's what the name of the game is. You got to make your connections and solidify your place. And she's definitely letting every guy know that she senses a strong connection with them. And if they just had more time, it could be stronger than their connection with any girl in the house. 100%. 100%. 100%. I don't like her. I don't like her. She can go this time and I wouldn't be sad. So, I think I'm going to end the review right there. We will come back tomorrow where they do have the recoupling. So we will see how these men choose. And I'm anxious to see what the new guy is going to look like. Bring them on in, man. Bring them on in. Bring them on in, man. Bring them on in. Bring them on. Bring them on. Bring them on. Y'all know I'm corny. I can't help it. So if you haven't already, please hit my subscribe button. Thank you. And if you don't subscribe, you know what? I appreciate you anyway because you watched this video. All of it. And so you are appreciated just as much, you know what I'm saying? But if you watched and subscribed, I guess you already know the rest. So again, thank you for watching, and that is my $5.02. Peace.